We are part of a country, a nation, which has a long tradition and heritage. Through this discussion, and as I listen to you, I'm able to understand that somewhere down the line, we seem to have lost the respect and the regard for our traditional values. And this is a land which always had stood its ground on the basis of values. How do you see it today? You think the values are still retained, or there had been some kind of a spin of a situation?
Definitely there has been erosion in the values, but the situation is still not that bad, I would say. India, just to take all of you back to the roots of this great country, I would just like to remind you, my dear children, India is the land of the Vedas. Now, today morning, all these wonderful things, how our Vedic chanting was done. Many things, when we look into our lifestyle, all coming from the Vedic thought, and it has got the highest philosophy. All the values come from the highest reality. Remember, values don't come the physical dimension. True values always have got their source in the higher reality called Ishvara or Parabrahman. All the values drip down from that source. So India has been a land where these values dripping down from the highest source has been the very, what should I say, the warp and woof of our everyday life. This has been going on for ages and ages and ages. And with the advent of the so-called many socio-political developments which have taken place in the last 1,000 years, especially the invasions, Islamic invasion, English people coming, ruling us, adaptation of the English education system, all these things have gone into somewhere snapping our connection with our roots. It has happened. Perhaps not intentionally, but it is a part of the so-called historical developments which has brought about this kind of a getting disconnected with our own roots. But still, Swami Vivekananda says, this disconnection is only temporary. Actually, we cannot get disconnected. Because our DNA, the DNA which you are carrying and which I am carrying, all of us are carrying, is the DNA of the rishis. We are all Aryaputras. And this is the Arya Bhumi, the Veda Bhumi, remember that. So we already have those things inside us, only it needs to be stimulated to be brought out. That is what Vivekananda was repeatedly saying. We are just going through a temporary amnesia. The whole of the nation, in its several parts, we are going through a kind of a temporary amnesia, a forgetfulness. If we bring back the right memory about our roots, about the glory of this country called Bharat, about the glory of Sanatana Dharma, Hindu Dharma, it will all come back. It is there, only it has to be manifested. So definitely, as you said, there is some erosion of values in our present-day society, but that can be corrected. And for that only these great personalities called Vivekananda has come. And we are all doing that work. So we have to just keep continuing this work, carry it. That is the main intention of this Jago Yuva Jago Bharat initiative. To carry Vivekananda's ideas. What is Vivekananda's ideas? Once again, instilling pride in our Rashtra and in our Dharma. Be a proud Indian and be a proud Sanatana Dharmi, because in Sanatana Dharma you will have the signs of highest reality. So we have to once again revive these things, and it is happening in different ways.